There's no specific time to work out. You can actually choose any time that best suits you. So HIIT workout, usually it doesn't take a long time. So apparently when you do HIIT, you can actually work out about 20 to 30 minutes. So remember, we're talking about people who are busy. They don't have time to be at the gym. So the only thing they could do is that they could use such equipment to be able to build the body they desire. Right?
Welcome to Fitnair Podcast, where we share knowledge about health and fitness. Enjoy the show.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Fitnair Podcast. So in today's show, we're going to be talking about the methods that you can use as a busy individual to get in shape. So yeah, make sure that you stay through the end of this video because we have a lot of tips that we want to share. And be sure to like and subscribe to this channel as we are aiming to actually reach and help a lot more people. What is the first question?
So the first question that we have is that, how do you find time?
Okay, on how you find time to work out, you actually need to create time. You need to look at the time where you actually get to be more effective. So if you find that you are more effective or energetic in the morning, that can be the best time to actually work out. And if you find that you are also having more time in the evenings and you happen to be more active in the evenings, you can actually start working out in the evenings. So that's how you choose your time. But another thing that I want you to be aware of is that there's no specific time to work out. You can actually choose any time that best suits you. So you can literally work out in the evenings or whatever. Because I remember when I started working out, I was actually still in high school, so I used to not have equipment, so I started working out at home. So what I could do is that every time I come back from school, after I write my homeworks, I'll go down on the floor and I'll do sit-ups. So that's what I used to do. And then on weekends, whenever I feel like there's nothing that I could do, I'll literally go at the back of the house and I'll start doing some push-ups and so on. That is how you could actually create time for yourself. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's say, I could still work out at 4 a.m.
Yes.
That's the time I have.
Yes, you could still work out at 4 a.m. if that is the available time.
Yes.
That can still work, yes.
Okay, because now, let's say I'm working out at 4. And the reason being is that maybe at 5, I have to go to work. So 4 a.m. could still be the best time to work out.
Yes, you go wake up and work out at 4. Literally, when you wake up at 4, potentially you can work out maybe at 20 past 4. Because you need to get your body ready, you need to get ready, you need to drink some water and stuff like that. So you can actually start working out at 20 past 4, and that's going to be 40 minutes workout till 5. Maybe from 5 you can prepare for your work. Let me say maybe you clock in at 7, and then from that time going on, you're actually preparing to work. You're making sure that you eat your breakfast and so on, and then you can continue going to work. So that's what you would do potentially. Yeah.
So do you have any quick, effective workouts that I could do?
Okay. The effective, quick methods that you can use to work out at home as a busy person. First thing that you can do, you can actually start doing HIIT. HIIT simply meaning high intensity interval training, right?
Okay.
So what happens is that HIIT involves a short, intense exercises, of which we're going to talk about burpees, jumping jacks and stuff like that. And also you can incorporate with low intensity workouts, which is it's going to be a strength training. Strength training, we're talking about you maybe lifting dumbbells, maybe lifting 5-liter bottle of water can literally make a difference because of it's more of an exercise and stuff like that. And then let's say what happens whenever you do HIIT is that it actually increases your heart rate. Né? So it boosts your heart rate, then it also boosts your metabolism. So whenever it boosts your metabolism, it means even the moment when you're not working out, you're actually going to continue burning some calories, which is called afterburn effect.
Like when you're sleeping?
Yeah, when you're sleeping, you actually when you're sleeping, you happen to burn calories. That's why the next day when you wake up, you actually break your fast and you wake up hungry. It's because of your body is still in motion and is still operating to burn some calories. And yeah, maybe I can discuss all of them before we continue with the other question. Eh? Yeah. And then another thing is that HIIT workout, usually it doesn't take a long time. So apparently when you do HIIT, you can actually work out about 20 to 30 minutes. And then that is still going to give you the results that you want over time, of course. So what you need to do is that you need to produce a flexibility in your schedule. Make sure that you actually have 20 minutes to work out. And the nice part is that you don't have to work out, throughout the week. What you can do is that you can do 3 times a week. and then that's going to help you in order to actually get the results and improve your cardiovascular health and also burn body fat for you.
So now me working out 3 days a week, won't that like maybe slow up the process of seeing results and like training 5 days a week?
Of course, when you work out more, you actually enhance the chances of getting the results. But let me say that's the only amount of time you have. So at minimum, you need to do it 3 times a week. You understand? So if you can do 5 a week, you can go for it, because of the more you work out, the higher the chances of getting results. But here's another method that people need to actually be aware of. You can actually break your workouts into cardio and strength training in a week, of which you can do cardio for the first 3 days, and then you can do strength training for the last 2 days or 3 days. So if you can actually work out 6 days a week or 5 times a week, I would say you're doing great. But if, let's say, you're still starting off, you can start small by doing 3 times, and then you're going to increase gradually. You understand what I'm saying? So what you need to do is that when you work out in a week, you need to incorporate HIIT workout with strength training. So with strength training, we're talking about using equipment such as dumbbells and resistant bands. So all of those equipments, can be able to help you to build your body from home. So remember, we're talking about people who are busy. They don't have time to be at the gym. So the only thing they could do is that they could use such equipment to be able to build the body they desire, right? Yeah.
So you can't actually do strength training if you don't have equipment?
You can do strength training when you don't have equipment. So we're going to be talking about exercises like push-ups. Yeah, we can talk about pull-ups. But to do pull-ups, you need to actually have a well-designed environment, maybe a pull-up bar or something like that. So if you don't have things like that, if you have something that supports that, you could. But if you don't have something like that, the only way we could go for strength training is doing push-ups. And remember, push-ups have different variations. It's not only the basic push-up you can do. So you can do diamond push-up, you can do a normal standard push-up, or you can do inclined push-ups. You can do a lot more to be able to get in shape. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about strength training. So potentially when you do strength training, you need to spend about 30 to 40 minutes, because remember, you need to rest in between, and cardio and strength, they are not burning calories at the same rate, let me say. Yeah.
So can I replace maybe the dumbbell thing, weight, with maybe a 5-liter bottle or something like that?
Yes, you can. Previously, when I didn't have weights, let me say during lockdown, I actually used to use a 20 kg bucket. So what I would do is that I will put a lot of water in there, and I will pull it on my arms and stuff like that. Like literally, I will hold that thing. I don't know what you guys call it, but whatever that hooks the bucket, I'll use it to pull to do my biceps, right? And then I'll hold it on the sides to actually do squats with it. I'll go down and up. So it was actually working beautifully for me, because that time gyms were not operating. I didn't have any equipment. And mind you, right now I'm only working out from home, and all I'm doing is that I'm doing dumbbells and resistant bands, I'm doing push-ups, and I'm doing the cardio, and that's how I'm able to stay in shape. So it could work for everybody.
Okay, so now when coming to food, does food also have an impact on your training journey? I can't just eat anything.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking before we get to food, there's one thing that I want to mention, right? So there's what we also call hybrid workouts, which means you're actually combining cardio and strength training together.
At the same time?
Yeah, at the same time. So it means in your session, maybe let's estimate, if you can go to 40 and 50 minutes, that would be great. So what you do is that you will do them in there, you will do cardio and you will do strength training in a second way, right? So it means right now you're going to have it you have to outline a second. Let me say, you're going to say, okay, I'm going to start with the jumping jacks. After jumping jacks for 1 minute, I'm going to do push-ups for 1 minute. After doing push-ups for 1 minute, I'm going to maybe run into place for 1 minute. After running into place for 1 minute, I am going to do, dumbbells for 1 minute, and so on. So you actually build a circuit where you exchange the exercises. So we still become effective. For someone who doesn't have enough time, they're actually doing what we call full body workouts, which is within the same session. So it means 2 days or, let me say 3 days to 5 days a week, you are doing a full body workout. That means you're able to balance your body, because you can even put core in as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you were saying?
food, I was saying like does food also impact your training journey? Like I can't just eat anything. I can just eat, as long as I train, I can still get results. Even if I eat pap, even if I eat junk food, kota, I could still get results.
Okay, what I could say is that the food actually does play a major role when coming to our physique or our bodies. Let me talk about you don't have enough time. First thing, your workouts are effective, of course, but you don't spend much time doing them like somebody who actually like just go to gym and so on. So what you can actually get more benefits from is going to be your food. Actually, that is your unfair advantage. So what you're going to do is that if you're going to look into what you eat and pay much attention to the kind of food that you eat, you're actually going to get more results faster. Because if you check, there's a lot of people who actually go to gym. I've been one of them. I've actually worked out before and I ate everything that I found in front of me. And as a result, I wasn't able to achieve the body goal I wanted. So it's then when I started to look into my food and see what kind of food I actually consume that helped me to achieve the results. So I would say when you work out, you need to make sure that your food, your foods actually contain a high amount of protein. You actually eat healthy fats, which you get from your avocado, your beans, the olive oil and so on. And then another thing that you need to make sure is that you have healthy carbs, which you can get from your jungle oats, your brown rice and so on. All of those nutrients, they help you to actually build a right physique within a reasonable amount of time. Because if you're going to work out while you're not going to eat healthy, is not going to help you to achieve the results you want. And another thing that maybe we need to touch on, speaking of food, is supplementation. Supplements are there to actually help you to meet the micronutrients that you're not able to get from your food. So if, let me say, you're somebody who's busier, doesn't have a lot amount of time and doesn't eat healthy, or maybe you even try to eat healthy, but you don't get the necessary nutrients your body needs in order to build up. So what you're going to need to do in that instance, you're going to need to try to observe what kind of supplements you can take to enhance your progress, to enhance your fitness journey. So yeah, some of people decide to just go and take the supplement. Some people decide to do it professionally, that they speak to their doctor and then they recommend the kind of supplements that they use. But supplements are there to help you to make sure that you're able to get that physique that you want a bit faster. Maybe burn that body fat that you don't want a bit faster. You know, myself, I used to be very skinny. So when I was working out and eating everything, I couldn't get the physique I wanted. So the only time I could actually be able to build the physique I wanted is because of I decided to learn about the kind of supplements I could use to get the body goal that I wanted. I could learn about the kind of food that I can eat to actually achieve that body goal. So I feel like it's important for everyone to do that research themselves. They know they want to lose weight. They know they want to gain weight. They know they want to maintain weight. So they need to sit down and look into the kind of food that are going to work for them to achieve that specific body goal. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any other question?
No, not really.
Okay. So, but yeah, with that being, I would say another thing that they need to also take into account is flexibility or building this as a habit. So they need to understand, as a person, you need to understand that it took you a certain amount of time for you to actually be where you don't really like to be physically. So it's going to take you a certain amount of time for you to actually achieve that specific body goal that you want to achieve. So what you need to do is that you need to understand that you need to build a habit of which your body needs to get used to a way of operating. A habit is simply something that you automatically do without thinking about it. So you need to get used to working out consistently and then stay consistent with everything you do. Consistency is not only about you going to gym every day. It's also consistency about what you eat. So you need to stay consistent with eating healthy. You need to stay consistent with working out. And you need to stay consistent with certain practices that you do, like the way you sleep, the time at which you eat, you know, like the kind of supplements that you consume. You really need to stay consistent on how you consume them and everything like that. That is what's going to help you to get to your body goal. Do you have any other question?
No, I don't have any other question.
Okay, Looks like we have come to the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys get some value from this podcast. And as always, you need to stay motivated, stay working, stay pushing, and all of that. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel, because we are aiming to provide you with a lot of value like this. And if you're someone who's literally looking forward to work from home and you don't know really what to do, I have videos that I actually have uploaded on this channel. You can go into the account. You will see a lot of the home workouts that we have done with using nothing other than our own body weight, our own dumbbells and resistance bands to help you achieve your body goal. So we hope that you've got more value from this. Do us a favor, subscribe, share this with a friend that you think can use this information. Until next time, hit it hard.